Now that you have an overview on what resources are and how they help you manage your availabilities inside your account, let's take a look at the first step in getting these set up. Inside the resource section of your account, first we want to look at resource groups. So again, a resource is a physical item, kayaks, life jackets, seats on a bus, for example. Each of these resources lives in a resource group. Resource groups allow you to share your resources across multiple activities. So we have a couple examples here. For first up, we have bus, canoe, guide, and so on. What you want to do is create a resource group by selecting the button in the upper right. Next, give your resource a name. So sometimes resources can also be guides. We'll get into that in another video, but if your resource is a guide, you can simply enter that guide's name here. In our example, let's stick with jet ski. So you're going to enter in a singular and plural name and then click Save. Next, you'll see your resource group appear within your list right here. Next step, select resources. And now we want to create a resource for our group. To do this, we'll select Create a Resource in the upper right. This will pull up a box where we can enter in all of the details for our resource. For example, we can name this jet ski. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to select our resource group, also known as a shared pool. So every time this resource is booked, it's going to pull from this group. The max use is the amount of people that can utilize this resource. So if it was a bus with 30 seats, your max usage would be 30. If this is a kayak with 1 seat, your max use would be 1. For this jet ski example, let's just say that it has 1 available seat. So we're going to set our max use to 1. The sort order is your preferred display on your manifest. So if you would like this resource to appear at the very top, you would put a 1 in the sort order box. If you would like this to appear further towards the bottom, you can make this a larger number, such as 10. In this example, let's keep it towards the top and set it to number 1. The display color is what will appear on the manifest. It's a good idea to color code your resources just to keep yourself organized, and it's a little more visually appealing, but you can also just make everything the same color if you'd like. We'll set this resource to purple. Next is the number of resources that you have available. So if you have 15 jet skis, you'll put the number 15 here, and then you'll select Create. Now in the background, you'll see that the page will refresh, and if you click over to the other pages here, because you might already have a list of resources added, you'll see a bunch of pages down here to click through. And now we can see all of our jet skis have been added into the account. The great thing is if you have multiple resources, the system will automatically number them for you, so you don't have to worry about numbering them yourselves. And then you'll just repeat that process so you can make sure all of your resources are added into the system and they are within the proper resource group. You can select any resource, open it up, and edit the settings. There is also a section for calendar integration, so every time a resource is booked, you can subscribe to that calendar so it populates right onto the calendar app on your phone. You do have the option to also delete a resource if you need to. It's just at the bottom of the page by clicking the red trash can button. And that's it. That's how you create resource groups and resources. Move on to the next video to find out how to apply your resources and set them up on each activity. Thank you.